What's up, you sexy travelers? I am Apo from Greece and very recently came back from this 2.5 years epic journey. All this time while still being on the road, I wanted to make this video happen, but simply there was no time for it. So if you don't know what Around the Good World is and you wanna find out, this is it. Stay here to discover the story behind it, how it evolved and how it will continue in the future.
Yet again, if you're not interested, just go and watch a better video or do something fun. I see that you're still here! That drives me to the conclusion that you wanna hear the story of Around the Good World. Without further ado, let's go for it! It all started back in 2012.
The year of our solar system planetary alignment, London's Olympic Games, Cloud Atlas release, and me going to Thailand. It was the first time ever that I actually traveled somewhere so far only by myself. And it was then when I first discovered the absolute freedom that you feel by traveling this way, as well as the connections I made with local people. Then after a month of awesomeness in Bangkok, Koh Samui and mainly Koh Phangan, reality struck me, as all my savings were gone and I had to return home. I guess that was the critical point that transformed me from an insurance agent to a traveler.
Yes, I was an insurance agent back then.
While I was back in the city and the classic routine, I just couldn't deal with the fact that I had to work a normal job until pension and after that simply die. I could clearly see that there's no way around it. I had to go after my dream. And that was at the time to go around the world.
And still is actually.
But that couldn't change the fact that I was broke because of Thailand. So I had to act and somehow find a way to travel even without money. I know that sounds impossible, but after almost 2 months of intensive research, I finally came upon a blog post of two girls who had a project called Walk to Greece. They were two sisters with Greek origins that wanted to walk from Czech Republic all the way to Greece.
Travel 1500 kilometers on foot. Freaking insane!
So these two sisters, who at the same time were yoga instructors, wanted to do this walk in solidarity to all refugees in the world, as their family had been refugees twice in the past, and also promote yoga and healthy living. Probably now you're thinking,
where do I come in?
They needed a person to drive their minivan that would contain the equipment and make all the arrangements for them, as they would just focus on walking 30 kilometers per day. Since that would make their lives so much easier, they were willing to pay all the expenses for this person. And guess who that guy was?
Yup, it was me.
This journey is by far the craziest travel experience I have until now, hands down. We were fighting so much in the beginning that we were close to terminate the project after only 10 days on the road. But somehow, we all managed to put our egos down and make this tough journey a reality as we transformed hate into love. Throughout this journey, we experienced the kindness of local people in every place we visited. People that had very little, opening their houses for us, letting us sleep there, giving us food, and helped us when our car broke down multiple times. All this kindness got into me and made me a bit of a better person than I was before.
And it was then when Around the Good World was born, throughout the kindness of local people in the hospitable land of the Balkans. When you say your travel plans to someone, almost every time he or she will be like,
you have to be careful. They will rob you.
Kill you. Take your organs. Rape you.
People are dangerous.
No, they're not. I'm not being naive to believe that every person on this planet wants the best for me. But after traveling for 5 years in 30 countries, I know that the vast majority does.
All that stuff were in my mind when I created the project. To show everybody through my experiences in different countries and cultures that people are good everywhere. And I was faithful to it throughout the whole duration of my trip in Asia, which lasted 12 months, where I was posting on my blog constantly, promoting the kindness of random local people on my path.
Until at some point I arrived in Canada after this whole year in Asia and I managed to sit back, relax and reflect this whole experience. The conclusion that I came upon shocked me at the beginning, but in the end of the day I had to accept the reality of it.
And this is that, yes, people are indeed extremely kind, hospitable and generous, but only because you're a foreigner. A traveler with cool stories to tell. You're representing the wind, and people are offering you all this stuff to get some of your sunshine and freedom that you carry in your bags. I mean, don't get me wrong here, it's still extremely kind of them that they were opening their door for a complete stranger like me. But if, for example, I would go and live in their neighborhood, their behavior would be totally different. I would become a local and they would treat me as one. And you all know the behaviors of local people to each other.
I knew that I had to change something, but life didn't give me the chance for it as I had to leave Canada fast due to visa issues. Check out this video on that matter. Then I headed to Mexico and then I traveled from there all the way down to Costa Rica by land throughout 9 months, where I experienced the kindness of Latin people. Which brings me to the conclusion that I am today.
And that is to continue with the project by not just focusing on the kindness of people, but enrich it and show their unique cultures, the way they think, their delicious foods, and every little aspect of their daily life, along with the negative stuff that come from all the previous.
Because showing only the good stuff is like a propaganda of just one point of view. I think that presenting things in a more holistic and spherical way is a much more true and authentic experience for me and for you as well.
I would really appreciate your thoughts on that matter, because I'm still in the process of redesigning everything. I genuinely believe that your ideas can improve me as a person along with the project. So just hit me up down in the comments below.
I guess that's it for today's video. I'm very happy that I made this happen and I hope that it provides some value for you as well.
I hope. So like this video, share it with your friends, hit that red subscribe button in front of you that helps the project a lot, and remember that spending less is travel more. Thank you so much for watching, be well, and see you next time!